Hello everyone, it's Quick Flash here to kind of just go over what's new in version 0.2.5 as well as version 0.2.6. I made these two separate builds even though I made them, within hours of each other just because I wanted the commit history to be better and whatnot. So new in 0.2.5 we have WitchCraft. And WitchCraft is a feature that comes from the old raceflight code. It acts kind of as a D-term smoother. The higher number you run, the more smoothing it does, but I found too high a number and I ran into problems. So that's something new, kind of interesting to play with. Let's see, you should be able to find it in the OSD. Where would it be? Right. I should have gotten this a bit better, but it's in the OSD right where all your other D-term filters are. So, did I pass it? Looks like I passed it up. Oh, right here. So yeah, right under filter PP. I don't know what the PP stands for. This is pretty much just all D-term filtering. So maybe I should rename this filter D-term. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, that's where I've stuck WitchCraft right next to Smart Smoothing. Maybe this will be something really good. Something I've been thinking about doing lately is getting rid of the D-term dynamic filter as well as the gyro dynamic filter. They just haven't worked out well like I was hoping. I was hoping they would just kind of be really nice filters, kind of like how they are in the actual Helio EmuFlight filter. I was hoping they just kind of work kind of like magic like that, and I could just stick them in there, set a really low value for them, and they would just, basically magically work, and almost every build could use the same values. Hasn't worked out that way, so I'm thinking of possibly getting rid of that. Real quick, speaking about getting rid of things, I was looking through some of our old code back when EmuFlight was starting out, and I think back then we had more of this idea that we seem to have kind of lost a little bit of that vision, and I'd kind of like to bring it back a bit more, but it was more of a vision to simplify things. And something in here is you have all these gyro notch filters. You've got 4 of them. Well, you've got 2 notch filters there. Do we really need to have 2 notch filters? And do we really need to have 2 gyro low pass filters? Stuff to think about. I would like to just get rid of some things. Do we even need any of those static notch filters in our code? Do we even need the D-term notch filter? Or even the yaw low pass filter? Are these things that we really even need? Maybe. I'd like to hear you guys' feedback on it. Because like I said, I would like to simplify some more things in the code. Something I would like to discuss more. If we go back here, I'll now start talking about what's new in version 0.2.6. Version 0.2.6 is just an update to the level code. It adds a full PID controller to the level code rather than just a P controller, because right now all you've had is angle strength, which has just been P. So your level code, you've been flying on just a P-based flight controller. In case you didn't know as well, whenever you're flying in angle mode, your normal PIDs also affect how it works. It's a little odd how it does it, but yeah, your normal PIDs do play a part, but as far as the angle stuff goes, it was just a P-based controller. I've edited that to make it a PID-based controller, and because of how the code was written back in the day, it was written really badly. Some people weren't thinking when they did it, and so strength is your P, horizon strength though is your I, and transition is your D. And I can show you why that's the case. It might sound dumb that I did it that way, but if I quickly take a look at the code, you can see right here that previously level gain was your PID level P. was based on this PID level P code, and that's fine because level gain was a P term type value for your level code or your angle code. And then horizon gain was an I, and horizon transition was a D. Now, these two don't make any sense to be called PID level I and PID level D. They really don't. They have nothing to do with an I term or a D term at all. It's just completely wrong. So I've come in here and fixed that, added a PID for angle. These multipliers that you see here, that 0.1, 0.76, 0.0017, that's based on this. So I took the original P term value, where it was P divided by 10, and I've used that value to base my I term and D term off of. I just took the same scale that the normal PIDs use for I term and D term to kind of give you roughly the same. I just kind of took the same scale on the normal PIDs, applied it here. So I'm not sure how good that scale is going to be, or what sort of P, I, and D values you're going to need. As you can see up here, the default PID is 70 for P, 40 for I, and 10 for D. I don't know where that'll end up working the best. I can't really say. I don't really know. But yeah, as you can see, horizon strength and horizon transition, those haven't been messed with at all. I decay, as you can see, is also in this I term code for your angle I, so that will affect things. I didn't put EmuBoost in there or feathered PIDs in there because really, with how the rest of the code works, it's not needed. But looking through it, having this I term decay will be nice. But EmuBoost, it already affects the angle code because, like I said before, the angle code uses both your angle PIDs as well as your normal PIDs to do things. So yeah, that is that information as far as that goes. So some more testing on this PID, this new PID controller, or at least a full PID controller in angle mode would be nice. I'm sure that people like Patrick from Project Mockingbird would be really good at testing that. He's flown Silverware, which has a full PID controller for the angle code. He's done some other things, and yeah, this stuff is also in the OSD, the PID level code. Let me find that one. Yeah, it's sitting here under the other PP tab. I still have no idea what that PP stands for. Should I change the name of this? Let me know in the comments, or in the Discord chat or whatever. So as we can see here, we've got our SPA, and then we've also got our angle, PI, and D. And also, if you guys have a better idea of how I could structure the on-screen display, I'd love to hear it. I still want to keep it simple, not change too much to confuse people, but any progress is good, and I'd like to see things improve. And some change takes a little bit of effort. But yeah, so right there, your PI and D, your horizon strength and horizon transition. And so yeah, you've got that. If you want to do it from the CLI, you go in here, get angle, as you can see right there, angle PI and D. If you want to mess with the horizon code, it's right there. You've got horizon strength, horizon transition, horizon tilt effect, and horizon tilt expert mode. Yeah, this new PID controller should work in horizon mode, should work in NFV racer mode, should work with cinematic yaw, should work with all that stuff. So if that stuff is any interest to you, that's in here. I did also make a small change to cinematic yaw that I might undo. I changed it just with this little piece of code. Not that this will probably mean much to most of you, but before, cinematic yaw only worked in angle mode. Whenever I'd go to horizon, whenever I wasn't in angle mode, it wouldn't work. But I saw that the PID controller for the angle code used this attitude.raw instead of this attitude.values, it might work better. So anyone that uses Cinematic Yaw, I'd love to hear if this helps at all, and if it still works fine, I'll try to re-enable it so you can use acro mode with it and try to work that, because some people might like it for acro mode. Yeah, just let me know. Yeah, that should be everything for now. So yeah, just the new WitchCraft code and a full angle PID controller. If any of you have questions about WitchCraft, I don't know a ton about it, ask 3D Racing Man. He's the raceflight expert. I'm sure he'll know all about it and probably tell me that the default value of 3 isn't a good default. Might be, I don't know. But yeah, go ahead, go and test that, see how it goes. And yeah, just let me know if we can simplify things. Let me know what you think about removing the gyro dyne filters. I also did a small change to the D-term dynamic filter. So if any of you try the D-term dynamic filter and it actually works really great, let me know if it doesn't work any better. Let me know as well. I'm still ready to just get rid of it, as well as possibly the yaw low pass and the gyro notch filters, and possibly the D-term static notch filters, possibly even this gyro low pass too. If that's a bad idea, let me know. But some of these things in here, if there's a way to kind of clean some of this up. Oh, we do need to get rid of smart feed forward. That's not in the code. If possible, let me know how we could get rid of possibly some of this stuff, because I do want to simplify things and make life better for everyone while still making the code fly better. Anyways, have a good one, everyone. Thanks for watching, and fly safe.